Provided the government of Afghanistan meets its obligations, the EU and Member States have committed to enhance their assistance in Afghanistan for the next 10-year period. We've begun negotiations with the Afghan government on a new framework, the Cooperation Agreement for Partnership and Development, which will provide a legal basis for our cooperation in all civilian fields and assistance to Afghanistan. We expect that assistance from the EU budget will focus on where we can add most value, on health, agriculture, governance and civilian policing. The Afghan government is doing a lot, but it needs to do more to fulfil those key commitments, to hold credible and transparent elections, to improve the management of public finances and to advance human rights, especially the rights of women and children. I have met with representatives of Afghan women on several occasions and did so last in the margins of the Bonn conference in December. Their stories and their leadership are remarkable. Afghan women leaders and civil society activists are very concerned that the gains and achievement women have made in the last decade are fragile. This will be a critical issue in any peace talks, but equally we must continue to focus on Afghanistan's governance and in particular the justice institutions. They are key to ensuring that Kabul is able to respond to the commitments they made in London, in Kabul and Bonn. And this is one area where the EU can and must play a strong role. I believe that in many respects the Afghan women hold the key to the future of their country, and we need to do our utmost to support them as the transition unfolds.
A phased transition of security responsibility from ISAF to the Afghan National Security Forces is on its way, and soon 75% of Afghanistan's population will be living in areas where the Afghan forces have taken the lead on security from ISAF, which will be completing its mission gradually by December 2014.
I believe that we must look behind of this optimistic approach. And behind of this optimistic approach we see still an increase of drug production in Afghanistan, an increase of corruption, widespread unemployment in the country. I am really sure that the women can play an active role for the democratization, but how long the women will be allowed to play this role after the withdrawal of the ISAF mission. I am afraid that our strategy for the future Afghanistan is not a realistic one, and it's really difficult to be implemented.
On a l'impression que l'on parle de deux pays différents. Retour en force des talibans qui trépignent d'impatience pour s'imposer sur la totalité du pays et prendre leur revanche sur ceux qui ont collaboré avec les Occidentaux. Je pense bien sûr aux femmes, et je me souviens comment, en 2001, fut instrumentalisée la cause des femmes afghanes pour justifier une intervention militaire que n'avait pas demandé la population. Après les bombardements et destructions, on leur promettait la reconstruction, la paix et la démocratie. C'est un échec. Selon le ministre Eftekhari, 6 millions d'enfants souffrent d'une extrême pauvreté, de mauvais traitements et de violences. Sous la pression des talibans, des écoles sont incendiées, des enseignantes menacées, tuées. Près de 550 écoles de filles ont fermé leurs portes dans 11 provinces. Les jeunes fuient le pays pour rejoindre cet Occident prometteur. Inutile de s'attarder sur l'accueil, ou plutôt le non-accueil qui leur est réservé en Europe. Une honte.
Afghan is potentially not a poor country. Afghan is a rich country on mineral resources, on natural resources. So I would like to see, for instance, greater involvement of our countries, of the member states, into exploiting the Afghan natural resources. If the Chinese can be involved in that, why cannot we?
Der Tagesordnungspunkt heißt eine neue Strategie für Afghanistan. An dem, was Sie, Baroness Ashton, hier vorgetragen haben, ist nichts neu, gar nichts. Tatsache ist, dass der Westen im Afghanistan wieder einmal gescheitert ist.